Today we are going to discuss a very important topic. Yebeka sabe adwenimuka ana ya abodam ana so obi adwenimu atosin ho asem aya eye spiritual ana ye bibi no obi ahwi ana wanom ana soso se eye obema bi a wadi oba bi hwam ana bema bi a oba bi a wadi obema bi ehwam na ate afa na adwenim na so obema bi na adi hwam na afa wadwenim adan mema ne se bi wo krom so baby so na adi hwam a omabu ewo krom enti eye honhom bi ene taye kire yesi obi anum weed obi ahwehwe bibi ama na adwene mu aka eye honhom bi na taye kire obi ahwe amfie bebrebe oda so te ase obi ko hwe bia na ne fie ye ka ne sa abefom de omo ho agim eno ene ye topic no ende sebe adwene mu yare adwene mu ka abodam eye honhom bi ene taye kire ana ye sinto ene ye beto ayen wo kwan so ana ye de ye na ye boro ya dwene so na ya dwene etefa so eno ene ye topic no ende wudi bomubo ni tefu a ene ye ka abodam ho asem midinya edema mi grace safe na wa dani wa fidie no ato ha unhwerehwe afe na me ba be introduce me guest no me wo guest no wa ha omo de omo no mo ka se ye rolling cameras ana ye rolling camera ye nya ready kra ye be rolling ama omo maka chonkofo omo tina platform we so emre bia omo pe omo ye permanent wa ha omo bada omo pe me ye rolling ene omo discuss Mystic Twins. I welcome you.
Thank you.
Muka se nezumi hu Mackenzie ni na Macme ni e wade amede hwe me nkwam secret me mamu akwa aba enne me wo doctor ni a wakwadare e wo wasuade o ne de ne nye doctor na obi so mo we doctor obi sa ne se we herbal doctor we medical doctor ana ye book doctor na ogina ho hwe wanim oye nre doctor we de doctor papa medical doctor me wono wo ahanom so doctor Mema wakwaba at the bar Revelations. So you are watching Revelations today. We are discussing madness. Omo mabodam nam kromu shentade. Omo no mo doso. Mark me. Eya nkofo no weed. No mu hwehwea ba ko no me nhyeda ni ho idea nti. Omo hwehwea sa niama no. Ana obi agyaye obi aware na akọ wrong na etefa so a. Sebio mo na munim huhu mu niama. Na munim abayisem. Aya abayifo ka ho. Ana mo na mo ye.
Now, there is a phrase that is they put it this way: we are mortal beings living a spiritual life, but in reality, the context should read like we are spiritual beings living a mortal life. I'm sure there's a doctor here and you testify to that. They just don't accept these facts, but the reality of it, we cocaine, you soon I from salamanders. Ibiti gem, omuti wi, cigarette, a DBF jambiam, almost one to take cocaine, the leaf herba, we know modia cocaine never in Sasson Smusibitim, a home no beyond your pay. Send a home nibidi bojano, ibisu pinjot, a tree, ibisu sniffy cocaine. Entino, and young one, be a soon come. A good room and so be a now the corner, the ama wodo, physical body near and share a din munyama if it's not glorifying God. Now the corner demonizing, and the best I need do ya. Now if I can see we yet. Legalize we Ghana no, but go for brain cocaine to keep themselves active. Me in car say we cocaine and no we no man and on your focused. But obi honest na yemano. E bi so adwene emere, adwene no ene nya na all the same level. E bi de na emere. Nti ne bi kakra be kan wa. The substances no be kan wa. Na wires no red na kwada ne black na kwada ne. Obi asunsun so ha. Obi kono wi akopɛ kɔtena geto abodam. Obi so no wi sa me fi bia no te kuma se kwara so state me kai. Police for the fan, or you might be 70 years, so I no kind of graphic, no shilling tampi. Police for the fan, local police station. No, we did all counter back was police in the command and about said there was a papa, the old movie, I bet you was a day. Or say, Miss you, Mashu Nipa. Miss you, Mashu Nipa. Because for no level, no, or she we are, or the kind of graphic at the fan watching, and Jia Braboom. And so, teenager, you are shit, not second fork, Bibishan, or could you be phone, or could you be car upon a Juma Okufi. And you know, a draining dream baby. You find you being count. Soon soon ya denya. You find you being count because we biano soon to me soon nam. Quantif your money nam. We be a boo baby. Emma be a foul, not a chrono. I bet overcome you, not a so. Nothing, and I bet abuse over 2 months in time. Why, yes, I didn't want to internet. And it's not just for drugs. Even sex can be something that I did with me doing. It will be
home to me, didn't who Jim?
Home to me, spirits bibia baby omuti wura technology machines
bibia anti Mackenzie obi wo honom a honhom bi betimi apiapia ne se konom koshe o mpa ne ho asem ne baabi na spirit no atimi akosra ne se meti he so se konom na ene si so
dabi e wasem bi se Nyankopon nim ne obedi no china. That's a lie. Because angels, demon push ya osisi ama mi grace shia wa de obetime hu afa ho from the experience on nipa nante to nim how your behavior and how you act when or the idea we show in someone or be act but soon be no we are not even Nyankopon oba de bo so nya sase ne betime hu trimpo se me tie me betwe shotgun dia bodoka soon be no wetu hu we as Nyankopon ponim but metime read am say no I don't know then se sofa no sa
adwene no
na demon spirits nya tie nti obi no to kwa ma me se brafie open school a SS ni brafie men fan kofa na fofo men ko ese ya sunsun be tu se anoma edo akotena get to se kono wi wo hwe bibi e wo TV so wo tie num bi wo hwe akatafo apremafo bi a mo hyehye amana yefe wo hwe ne bi television everything wo hwe na ni wura wa dwim nti no be say okay ma me try paper graphic how shall I say this now your pictures obi won profession guta o dey say keke afi na graduate no share ni promise yenko geto numwei obi won so won shibi but tena omumu ti wu se ni ko numu no you can pay big deal ya na for no ankasa akoto no ankasa tena fi no twitwa no osua na afi no wate awrem yes o wabodam o the week obo na no abodam enso nipa no ono an de nan nipa dua na ankasa asunsun bi an hye no e no kotea na TV ni on e ko hwehwe the things that influence I won't say pape but lifestyle bi kwa abonti en fe akatafo say scamming life bi George chance you afena go pie wi nipa bia no to pe ono ade ne pe e be sori aka se na me to kwana me sha ase se me kono wi da bi nipa dia no pe ansa na sunsun no e be ewura
nti eye anamontu a wo betu no na honhom na nya ho kwan ababa ewurem se mete ase a o ma ho kwan a na ababa ewurem nti ontumi show fort me wure hu fa wo nya bi doctor which you are the baby, muye a whole lot, muhu sicknesses. Do you believe in spiritual things? Do you think nyamani biwa who has said, we dear, and yet, me o yourself and Kabaka say, we dear, nya biblical. We dear, nya biblical. Now, when who be bisa like when who be who say, a dear we dear, before be comfort, to a mobi tachiri, ebiato sada.
And Ebia Obeka said, we dear a medical asset, hospital asset. But anyway, I want to say that it's very good, say, you are discussing this and in Revelations, in the sense that there are a lot of misconceptions out there about the causes of mental illnesses. Like you just said, that what people know outside is that for somebody to be mentally ill, then it is 3 causes. Either the person is taking substance, cannabis, tramadol, cocaine, alcohol, whatever it is. 1. 2, broken heart. Then 3, a fearful spirit. A fearful spirit. Those are the 3 misconceptions people see as the causes of mental illnesses. But in reality, this is what I want to say, that science has advanced so much that right now we have been able to understand and learn the makings and makeup of our mind. 10, maybe 100, 200 years ago, if something is happening to a woman and the baby, a pregnant woman, and then the baby passes, they are going to associate it to spiritual forces. But ABR, it was just the folic acid and then the fesolate, and that was what caused anemia and then caused a miscarriage. And I said, now she was pregnant in the early stages, and oye ejumade and akolano
or lifting yama
in a BPA. But right now, with the advancement of science, we've been able to understand the physiology of mental illnesses. And like they were rightly saying, it is not true that you would say that this person has a particular issue and that it is the spirit that has caused that. We don't have anything of that sort. The spirit can perpetuate it. And I believe in spirits because I am a spirit being. I believe in spirits and I'm a spirit being. But like Mackenzie was saying, it is not the spirit that would move you and say, go and smoke. It is not a spirit that will tell you that kofa tramadol. No, it is the being. It is the person and the environmental factors that account for that. He spoke about some of these environmental factors, and I don't want to get into that, like watching TV, listening to music, certain type of music, and all those kind of things. Those are the things that push people to want to try. Then they keep trying, and then it develops into an addiction where they cannot stop whatever they are doing. So now, I take it then, we have two people who are both smoking cannabis. Obi ashesa 10 years, 20 years. I didn't know they are one board down. But me they are 5 years, and I may board down.
It been for 2 days.
2 days now I board down. And that brings us to the genetic makeup of the person, hereditary factors of the particular person. So a bimu ohonomono, that's what we will say in our local parlance. We say, we know and geno. So we have that because the biological makeup of my Grace would be different from the biological makeup of me. And so when you take it, this is. I
don't know. Can I say obi spirit yedin? Obi spirit yedin. Adie bi wo ho a.
So obi say funny face. Osha the biological what he's saying is very low. Until bibi sa ko kana eko clicking bia na amad na
emotional atie fiso ontumi imbalance
na fe no onye stable bibia
ade na me pese mi hu ni se nka doctor betimi aka cha me say cases ni bo ahwa atimu se we de ade we pa de Bible mu ambam. Yes. O medical books no so ambam. We dey free esoro ho baby.
Yes. And so that's the explanation that he was trying to give, that it is about the person and the being. So we have some people, so ebia we now wafano, and I say something has happened, what we call them stresses of life. So they are stresses of life, and these stresses of life could be positive or negative stresses. So if you hit or you get a negative stressor, for instance, Mako Wia Nibibi, and because Michael Wia Nibibi, no, he is so traumatized to the extent that now, because I have stolen the car, the person cannot move or the person cannot do whatever the person has been doing with the car. And this particular person has a particular latent, what in medicine we call it, cognitive dysfunctions, cognitive distortions. So with that particular trauma, it will then trigger a certain emotional feeling that would bring about the depression, that would bring about the anxiety, that would bring about the psychosis.
You are watching Revelations. Me, I investigate things. I have things to do with spiritual things. Na me dem investigate madness. Me dem timi hu se abayisem Mackenzie, we see madness. The ekeka we di nyina mba nti se sie pa me ti hoi. Na se me fa me hu example. Na sa Anita ba jimi kunu. Na me de na ba mo ho. Se dwuma so ba yi di aye me pa de. Mon tinye ni bibi no njami kuma me na ebi ntimi ntimi ye onyini ho eno sa madness no is it not spiritual?
It's spiritual.
So what do we call that? How do we define that?
Okoji obi kunu okoji obi ga abon ho ka ye ho akatua na wanya
hwe anya wo ye ni bibi asa abodam ne ba yo
suzu nyuma de be there is Anita de ba ye
wanya ne ye de a
mo de be say we man apota you and de me kona gusu ne de ma me get picture na to so
me picture Anita de to so na we twi ama akonani ase
ono ane betwi amara konani ase ono ye de mediator wona wonu asem de wayo
na me go fresh spirit no so na whatever no but ono de betwi ade no ono be cast spell no
me ba sa de we won koso pa mbaba wana aba na omu di nkrofo kun echi a lot of married women no omo ye traumatized omo ti dem fie ho ba omo abodam
so omo sebe inti no omo tu anamo na ka de sebe ye de o se ye si abe funti de menchen asofu so betimi aye ne mafita nkwantana ne ma bi aya ma soja gunu so anadwo oto na nakoma di ni primprim ko bi kunu bi
no okoda
but nkwara no so wamben
nkwara so aben
on ko bi kunu kwa abere on se on ne yera tena say 4-5 years okono aben te no ukunu chinya chine tena say kima ohun say yikura ofi
why dani ado
tomo mbekọ kle kwa kwaja ba no meji ukunu utwumu tai
you know
Afini pedis
obi abin you know obi akora no obaju kunu no just bibia to share bi
so ye Kristo ni abin hu wo Yesu mu ate entena wonom na
na bele ka
enya bele ka e ho de bin ni bi ni ho
esa be ma no na join sis
ayo onam na aye ne tete
otu akosi of life so adwum efi efre
this thing that we are talking about the drugs the broken hearted the hipa na ema nkrofo oboda except be omo adwene mu ka and why
So that's why I was trying to explain that it's dependent on the individual and the amount of stress.
Obetimi. So the area na am record pa.
So in the medical setting, you see there are a whole lot of things. The ones that we usually see with regards to when you come to mental illness, there are like 1,001 mental illnesses. So with that, you know, different and it varies. It is not as a result of a life stressor. It is not as a result of broken heart. For instance, we have bipolar affective disorder, mania. We have depression.
I know.
We have
anxiety after delivery, no, they go through those things.
Exactly.
But this one,
postpartum depression.
May capitalize on the only things now you discuss. When you say you be kwa bipolar ne hwan na chese ye ko school force ye nya ready ye pese ye fitin asem na ni ase wo hu asem bi ye obi adwene afo se obi na awo no huhu mu panie bi e na ate afa
so eno na me say eno no de me nim ho
uhu bi da
me hu bi
ana mpese oka
no enye se me mpese me nkan but when they come omo basa no a
can pain no what's the pain it me tefa so a na many pa na ye depressed o free depressed and wa no climate na age prada age nsamu so what you say sometimes na unim say ye nyina ye de bi kra koto places say duro so ya bomb chain ni ade we believe so much say a spirit bi e na akowura nipa no adwene mu enti na me de hye makanzi mu so omo na so obi de obi ku a obi akodi obi ku eti kakra omo ni bone fata enti no ma awo ayo wa ni meko na nipa na te na wakogina ho na nka me pese bi hu say why experience be once bi mpo as a doctor ebi am minim say mo ye scan ne hwan ebi wa mutumi ye bibie hu say we ye hu cost no but ade no so aye yi ebi esida
yeah so in science no ye wo a bibia ye friend no idiopathic enti yetimi hu nema no in most of them yetimi ka say ebia we ene de bae cause ye fan history ene ekoye mental state examination ne bibia ye betimi aka say oh we na e de bae but ebi mi wo hono a yes see idiopathic ye nim dia e de bae say enti say ye nim dia e de bae a
you bet me aka say spiritual
no yenti me nka say spiritual because ye nim but say ka say spiritual it means say ye nim say we ene de bae
just mo de mo kasa based on evidence
it
say mo nim dia mo nim
ye nim a ye nim enti say ye nim a
say mo kwaje ba ye kakra wa hana mo de so
enti ono so Mackenzie mo from say ebia omo betimi ahu obi a ebia sebe ni ti abom na say bibisa na o ma ka che ne say we die enye ye dia
enye ye ne ye
ebia omunko hospital and meaning say oma refer crofo to psychiatric hospital ni sana manema no bi and it happens so it is we the no there is based on evidence and scientifically no say if we cannot adduce a cause to it ye ka say ye nim say ye nim so a ye nim
enti doctor wo say no mu nim that is how it happens McMahon obi wo ho a onum weed sebe obo adwaman okoda be ma na chi ba na owusu patroti ase obe ma bi afifie eja ne yire ho ma sebe ade na fa ne yire tirim ontumi nkofie osi onim ne so ni mu we monsa wo munim hu bi mutumi yesa na me
yes nim abefo de ye papa de sai boni na so no bibia mu no wo ye bisansa na asem no wagum say okay we ne difo na we ndi bi ansa na bibi won ma obeya wa ye wachiri na asem a wo kan no sunsum timi influence obi sunsum hyewa ade na wo fa na ade wum say na wo dia so wo hwa obi ani no afa ko sunsum bi hyew one man who came as soon be so. We could buy Jama Biffy no soon, scale in the Guanasto now, shining more, or no, but regress are a waste of emotions. Soon, a man who comes soon, control like a puppet. Until noon dawn, it is soon the one a Jamaican for soon, the marine spirits who can unpair Jamaican soon or pair Jamaican, or only bear man and bear shame or pay on the free. Until no use body no. But they also was when you feel because who say also body no good nothing. You need to sit down. Because be here when I was at the corner, it's not it's like go beyond the paranormal case. Don't go to the hospital. Or the course of people have come work on war. As some of the one I buy enemy who say this is Muslim. Ubu on son end Doctor Arnold, which was born one sexual desire. Also, one were Jamaican, the Jamaican man, and maybe the power Ghana. It is only pass Arnold, who call Doctor Arnold. Book be no bachelor, do be about no Nabama, who depression, Tinama, sexual desire, and cost to Biana, TV Nabishan, watch Netflix who gave the to be a cow for an abattoir, Dubai trip in Abaco and Wako, just to clear your head. Could be one mention some people come, you look at them 16, 17 years. The boys were 4, we have one China Sassy, a German, Soro was wicked. And I wouldn't have I said, Soro was what it is, what's transit, one can say, bear my forever. Sometimes you have to not like lie in a prophecy way, but you tell them, say, bear my papa, boy for beba. As you think, on the Bama waiting 2 months, 3 months, Jai, we ye go better than bear my papa, no, I wouldn't know. She knew about my movie. And some of these cases, you need to just let them go to the hospital. When they go there, they feel like they have a problem. Some people don't have a problem, but they think they have a problem. And when someone thinks like that, it's mental. Most spiritual people are arrogant. They refuse to accept that. Oh, where they be Mackenzie's office will be to me. Not drips in Rujan Honum. Now, my Mackenzie should not say, Diana Hano, or should no say, a diabolo be abono, but the abandoned diabolo, why we, Madame, for one hospital, and I need to with Harry. O Yamuja, we be. Rana 8 me was happening. Diabona Okofa will be or no because Okoye. Bacono Kota, or some unity, Bacona Bundia. I'm an Muja Sase, Nakuma Onya. And when I person who bear munition, pressure at once, Onya pressure at once, a diabono bono. And I used to know, your first soon, and Bacona Bundiano, you evoke no buy, and about time, girl. And I'm Majanching. There's some more catching again, but Bacona Bundiano, I'm so young, or some me fear me, say, Jawasi, or better than Kuno. Men not better years, or not be woman, or I would be one yashi. And I say, Intino, if you say Chel cannot call, yes, I bear the force. Say negotiation. Yakurani and Pamusun soon on Cosa, because Nadia not one of young girl, but one so. And our Bajinadia, or say, Patano. I be for Motocasa, Patapanto call home. National a Patapanto can here be a Obi your papa, Mammy Gracie and Papa, Nammy Bonnet, no fetch no say, oh, Papa now we will be no dead no money. Yeah, done you know that attacking ye. And also be a Casamin, Tiaman Mackenzie. Obiashame, soon by or Dimatem or Hammy in a way, but do at them or go many massy. I won't yet say, I mean, say, and to be your young continue Jones album. One no gown, no gown, or one thing, because about damn be Monamo cost. Who say, to me, or to be sure, be kick. No, I didn't know Casa now we do so. I do no, so we say, if you are some pretty, that's our yes, we'll be on Pebemano. But person owns or no. Bema or pain, Bema or no, your pet, you know, one man, and you be a bay, you shouldn't be a some Phoebe or swap. Be called be any general, and a dear man or person on say, you know, church, on Chebemano, Conan Cocasa, only quite free, Nakis a wobble from a Bonica credit, a goodness. Now we didn't know, we didn't know almost at any peeping, almost almost go handkerchief. Then I'm not to say, no mask. What do you say? No, we never be super good. To wait, what's up? Waiting, young who mean a young crop is home. But if I didn't answer a man who can't home no at a dainty or person say me, but then why would Salamander or no Pesania manager? Which you say, no room coba, no young who into on the pen no pajamu or penema few. If it's alcohol, alcohol be more animals, more with that down. Spirits be soon no sound of your body. Now, if you are almost a yours or born and no, a call spirit no or the necessity and auntie. To most of one or more balance. This is in a besides side. One woman, sir, now what spirit be show Sisitia. Now Sisitia, na say insanity when you so now Sisitia. So one what from or bar, no, for real, so a bar, Sisi. And or him or Sa Udiasa. But who be that? San man, the Omuti, and Sassun, and Sadison be at him. and some beer, especially the expensive ones, prima for the no, one tequila, whiskey, Canadian, na dragon be down, then we see Piffin and Oba, now Abu be Papa or Crypto check. All these things they use it to glorify spirits. I call idea at Chapa and Yasam. Timinum Sanum, National, we don't go for Tenebi and Comodium and I say, and son, we read it all to them and they will see logos and all these signs are idea.
Many people says cigarettes, ideas are shown. Smoking causes cancer. They know you.
So one no but doctor, who can say at the end be what to me hear all the investigations that you can go through, but still who say into what the corner moya saying, what do you do? What do you tell the people?
Yeah, so in such a situation we have so many different medical specialties. And to say Obaminchen, na say mintimi hua. I refer you to another person to go and look at it. And when I refer you to this particular person and that person doesn't know, they refer you to another doctor.
Have you people as doctors referred someone to a fetish priest or a pastor before?
Oh yes. Yes, we do. And especially at the psychiatric hospital. That is where we deal a lot with pastors, herbalists. We deal a lot with spiritual men and things. We deal a lot with them because sometimes in some of these situations, it is just a matter of negotiation. It is just a matter of counseling. Okay. And that is why if you see a lot of pastors, what they actually do scientifically is counseling psychology. That's what they do, counseling psychology.
Okay. Or see. Ebi wo ha doctor for no omutimi fred pastors herbalist Mackenzie ni mu ne na omo abayi sam ni nyina omutumi from wate mugina ho no me mfrefre ni amana de gina ho na ka sa hwi ni ho sa ote doctor ni mpane ahodo da sende ye beto asa nkomo we ya so bidinya Mami Grace na wo share revelation so betimi follow your social media platforms so no Jerome 2020 your Instagram, Facebook Mami Grace and na YouTube so Mami Grace me ni Mackenzie omo mutimi twimako no bi eyi ne ntoma na sebe na ne to diamond no de na mo no ko Mami Grace na doctor so say omo tumi transfer wo sa no akodu Mackenzie mu omo room ho no omo atumu no that's ene ebe to us. Thank you for watching.